Hey, Tears, how are you? Can you hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Mom, Life, Love, Tears, let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm on the studio, so I don't know if I'm doing this right or not. I don't know. But yes, y'all can hear me. Okay. So, oh my goodness, you guys. The circus is showing off. The circus is showing off. You said, hey Carla, working in the bushes. Blue is definitely love bombing Nevaeh to make Jayden jealous. I don't think she give a fuck. Laughing out loud. Look, I don't know what's going on, but the circus was popping off. So earlier, I came and did a live. Y'all know I read the complaint against Bo Brindley that was filed. And so that was a serious live. That was a serious live, okay? So y'all go check that out. Listen to that complaint that was filed against Bo Brindley. But right now we about to just be messy and we about to gossip a little bit. So, y'all, the circus is popping off. I was not ready, okay? This circus will catch you off guard at any goddamn minute. It don't make any sense. Um, I did not expect the circus to catch me off guard like that. I really didn't. Give me 1 second, you guys. What am I saying? Okay. Um, Blue is trying hard. They said, listen, y'all might not agree, but they say that Jayden is over there acting like New York from Flavor of Love season 2 after Delicious won. So first she lost the hoops. They said, and now she over there acting like in the end, you know, when New York went to go give her confessional in season 2. Girl, they said Jaden is over there. That's how she is acting, child. That's what some of them people saying. They said that Jaden is over there acting like New York from Flavor of Love season 2. Wondering why in the hell what is it, boo boo? In the refrigerator. It's in the refrigerator. Yep. Sorry, you guys. I had to my baby. I had to tell her where her food was at. she was off today, so I guess she's been getting her beauty rest, catching up with her beauty rest. You said Jaden is spilling all of the tea, child. So she is over there. And listen, I don't know what this is because I am trying to root for Jaden to get away from this shit. At the same time, I am trying to root for Blueface to get his shit together and stop this bullshit and get himself right. So even if people don't like the fact that, okay, he's saying now he's going to make Nevaeh his girlfriend, I don't care who the hell he make his girlfriend if he just stop these bullshit ass shenanigans. I really don't. You said Blueface is a Nazi. I just want them all to stop. I want them all to act decent. I want them all to do the right things for these children. And so I do have some preferences on what I would like to see. I do have some opinions on who I think is more evolved to make changes much sooner. But I want all of them to make the right changes to make stuff right with these kids because right now, this is not right for these kids. You said Blue snitched on her, said she was drunk driving, the reason for the accident, and exactly. They are telling all of this. And I do not think that this was anticipated by the circus. Remember, y'all, over the weekend, I told y'all I felt like Blueface feels like he is losing control of the circus. And because he feels like he's losing control, that's what I thought was going to make him say, okay, let me just chill over here with Nevaeh for a while because I don't think I have control of the circus no more. The circus is out of whack. All of these circus acts are performing at their own pace, at their own speed, any time of day. They are opening the Big Top anytime. I didn't authorize it. You might like let me say I can't stand Nevaeh. Listen, okay, let me say this. I don't think that I like or dislike any of the girls. Let me rephrase that. I probably like all of them. It's something about all of them that I like. But there are things about them that I don't like, right? And with each one of them, that is different. Because I'm going to tell you the thing I don't like about Jaden. I don't like that Jaden continuously tries to talk about people's kids. I don't. I don't. She do not need to be bringing that girl's kids up in no negative ways. She has done it to Krishan by bringing them kids up, but Lord knows nobody better not say nothing about her kids. And the thing is that what pisses me off, hey, Destiny Boo Boo, what pisses me off is that Carlissa will defend when Jaden is talking bullshit about people kids, but then, oh, don't let nothing be said. Don't let nothing be said about Jaden kids. And then Carlissa is going to jump in. Now, I got to agree. Nevaeh was inappropriate when she said that they was going to be her bonus kids in December. But she gave a time frame on it. She gave a time frame on it. So I don't know if Blueface and told that girl in December they going to get married. Because we know he is spiteful and petty as hell. So he might have told that girl he gonna marry her in December. So that might be why she thought it was okay for her to go ahead and say that Javon and Journey was gonna be her bonus kids come December. Well, none of the negative stuff that Jaden has said, Carlissa has made every excuse about the stuff that Jaden has said about Nevaeh and her child. But when it comes to Nevaeh saying that, Carlissa got her 2 cents in her mouth to put in it. But now, you right, Mom Life Love. I think the circus has evolved to be so out of control. Carlissa is taking a step back because she don't know what the hell to do. Because Jaden is doing and saying stuff that she's accused of Krishan doing, saying, you don't give a fuck about my son. That's what Jaden did last night. You said, what's wrong with calling kids your bonus kids? Does that only apply to married couples? Listen, according to Carlissa, that's what she said, child. According to Carlissa, you only supposed to call them your bonus kids if you married to the man. But Blueface been making some declarations that he is not going to cheat on Nevaeh now no more. Now, listen, y'all, don't beat me up. I didn't say it. Blueface said he ain't cheating on that girl no more. He said that girl that went from a bitch to his girlfriend, and he ain't cheating on her no more. And he about to make her his wife. Okay? He is about to make her his wife. Right? They then went to the barn, took the maternity photo shoot with the horses and the haystacks. You said, oh, okay, I don't know how it works. He is overly loving on Nevaeh's kid to hurt Jaden. Okay, I think that Blueface does genuinely like children when he's around them. Like, I think he can give or take them when he's not around them. But I think when he's around them, he does genuinely like children. But I also think that he exploits them for the content. He definitely does that. Right? Definitely does that. So, y'all, we got some more additional information to the circus, y'all. You said he haven't seen his kids in 3 weeks. He ain't seen them since that night he posted that thing about Jaden. I think that's been that ain't been 3 weeks yet. I don't think, Mom Life Love. I think it's been like a week and a half to maybe 2 weeks at the most. And not yet quite 3 weeks, I don't think. Because it was when he posted the video. He went over there that night. And then Javon was over there. Javon and him was on camera that morning. So I think that's more than likely the last time he seen them. And y'all, I think that's the last time Carlissa done seen them kids too. I think the last time Carlissa seen them kids was when she called Jaden Alexis at their club and told her come get her kids. I think that's the last time when Blueface told Carlissa to do that. And that's why Carlissa is squirming for Cizak content, because Jaden Alexis is all of her content. You said he loves love bombing Nevaeh like her. Yeah, and she sucked it right on up. She don't care. Nevaeh is trying to secure her place. She don't give a damn. She told Jaden last night, ain't no bitch tricking me out my spot. Yo, Nevaeh told Jaden last night, ain't no bitch tricking me up out my spot. Okay? Now, yesterday, Blueface, Nevaeh, and they call him Pick Up Me, but a Superior, But the community calls him pick up me, because he always had a Blueface pick him up. Y'all, the way he talk, I think it is so cute. So many other people have so much stuff to say, but I'll do that. I love kids, y'all. I love kids, and anything a little child can do, I'm gonna think it's cute until act bad. If they act bad, I'm going to discipline them. I'm going to still think they cute though, but I'm going to discipline them. But then if they don't get in line after a while, I'm like, all right, get that little badass child away from me. You can't have that little badass child around me, right? After a while, that is what I'm going to say, okay? But that little boy is cute. And I think it's cute when he's asking Blueface pick up me, right? And he calls him Johns, right? So they went over to Disneyland, Disney World, Universal Studios, one of them parks, right? You said he was also hunching on Blueface back. Okay, yeah, Mom, like, look, I remember that when because they need to get that boy up out that room with them. That boy should not be sleeping in that bed with them. Now he's not. So I think she is starting to listen. Not that you want to listen to everything that the people tell you, because they don't got to change their lives to do everything that, they hear the people like criticizing them about. But when it comes to reasonable stuff, they need to listen. Oh, you say it's a new clip of him doing it? Well, yeah. So I know at least now that they got him out of the room, and he is sleeping in the room his own bedroom now. And at first, I know that there was some issue. You said he was sucking on a Sprite bottle. Girl, shut up. I ain't see all of that. I did not see all of that. So I know initially Nevaeh didn't want to change stuff in the house, because I guess he had her feeling, and she felt like she was a guest, and she didn't want to change nothing. She didn't want to go in there and move the kids' rooms or do like none of that stuff or move anything in the rooms, because no matter what anybody say, when it comes to that regard, she do try to respect that part, right? And so I guess finally Blueface told her, like, go in there, make him a bedroom. And so finally, I guess she's done that. So now he has his own room in that house, but they did all of that, and now they about to move up out of that house, because supposedly he didn't put some money in escrow on another house, and Jaden was putting all the business out about that too, y'all. But wait a minute, let's go back, because I gotta say this shit, because was crazy. So y'all, they went over to Universal Studios yesterday, and a whole bunch of people, they was asking Blueface take pictures and all of this other stuff. They was continuously being stopped by people. And this lady walks up on them, y'all. Guess who it was? Rilla, whatever her name is, Mama. Now, let me tell y'all did not tell me that Rilla or Rella, that's that girl real name, and that is her mama name too. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I found that out. Because I was watching, I think it might have been Sunday, I was watching Carlissa Live, y'all. And Carlissa was asking her chat if it is the truth that Rilla is about to name her grandbaby after her. Now, all of a sudden, now Carlissa is talking about Rilla and this grandbaby. Now, y'all know Carlissa was trying to avoid saying anything about Rilla, because, baby, Rilla and her family and all of them, they went online and they basically let that circus know, like, you about to have to play these childish games with one of ours. You're not about to do that, right? And so I guess she backed up. She calls Rilla the smart mouth girl. That's what she calls her. And for whatever reason, Carlissa won't go overboard with her like she be doing with Nevaeh and getting up in Jaden business and stuff. And even speaking on Krishan, because I think at this point she already got the ass whooping from Krishan, and she basically is on the level of, like, if Krishan try to put her hands on me again, I'm gonna get her locked up. So that's just what that's gonna be. But I don't think she want no new problems that could really get physical with somebody else. Like, I think she try to trust that, it won't get physical with Nevaeh or Jaden. So she stayed pumping her mouth up into their business. But you said these people are trash. Wait a minute. You said Rilla baby will look like Blue just because he denies the baby. Exactly, mom life love. Exactly. You stay saying this, Jasmine. You stay telling me this, and I know. But we is watching this. We is watching this like we watching Young and the Restless, like we watching Bold and the Beautiful and Dynasty and Knots Landing. Girl, I am watching this soap hip opera the same way, and I'm gonna comment on it. And I'm gonna comment on it like these are characters in the story, but I'm gonna then tell you my real opinion about what they doing in real life and how I don't like this shit. Okay, so Rayla mama met them at the gates of Universal Studios and walked up on Blue. And so she walked up on him and said hello. And he was like, yeah, hi, how are you? And so she was like, do you know who I am? Wait a minute, let me see if I can play it for you guys real quick. Hold on. I don't know if when I'm on the studio if I can play live for y'all, but I'm gonna play for y'all. Hold on. Where am I at? Okay, so listen, y'all.
Y'all, Blueface ran into Rila's mama at Universal Studios. Check it out.
All right, bro. Right. I'm Rila's mother. I wish you. I said you go get us in. I could have. Nah, I'm kidding. We gotta take it. But yeah, appreciate you. I'm Rila's mother, guys. That's Rila's mama.
Okay.
Okay.
That was perfect.
Who the fuck is Rila? Who the fuck is that?
You know your baby mama. You know who Rila is, and she naming the baby after Carlissa. I say, at least he was cordial, and who knows what's gonna happen with that. I can't wait to see.
So y'all, they was at the gate going into the place, and he who is Rayla? Who is Rayla, nigga? You know who it is. And so y'all heard the lady. She said now that Rayla about to name that baby after Carlissa. So while Carlissa had her behind over there at Blueface's house the other day, when she was all up in there telling all of the business and talking about Blueface daddy not graduating high school and how she had to fight all her life to take care of her children and how Blueface, this is wrong, how he's treating women. And she claimed she was going over there to get the money for Journey's daycare and dance lessons, but she walked out of there with no goddamn money because Jaden told us last night. Jaden said she ain't getting no damn money, okay? He ain't sent no money. He ain't sent no support. He ain't sent nothing, okay? That's what Jaden said last night. So Carlissa claimed that she wasn't leaving up out that house without that money, but apparently she left up out of there with no money because Jaden said she ain't getting none, okay? So Carlissa was sitting her tail up over there at Blueface house over the weekend. And that's when she made them statements about NBA YoungBoy being stupid. And then NBA YoungBoy came out here and spazzed out on her, and she was all apologizing. Then they found out Nevaeh then slept with NBA YoungBoy, and that the tattoo up underneath her eye that's now covered up used to have NBA YoungBoy real name up on the girl. It is a mess. The circus is a damn mess. So all of this was revealed all over the weekend from Carlissa's big ass mouth trying to talk about Blueface taking the SATs and how she had to slave to make sure he passed the SAT with a good score. And all this stuff she did to get him in college and how she had to get him this special coach for his football and all of this. I mean, she was just over there running her chompers, okay, her dick suckers, okay? And she was telling all of the business. And then she was saying stuff and putting people in certain people and it didn't have no business. And that's why she caught one from NBA YoungBoy. But NBA YoungBoy did come back on this internet and apologize to y'all. So to her, y'all, because he did spaz out on her. He got on the live with what's with Cardi B ex-husband? Is he her ex-husband yet? Is he her ex-husband yet, y'all? Offset. NBA YoungBoy got on the live with Offset and he did apologize. He was like, I shouldn't have did that. I think he spazzed out on Blueface Mama, and Future. He apologized to Blueface and Carlissa for spazzing, but he ain't apologized to Future, y'all. He ain't apologized to him. So you said, wait a minute. You said he didn't know how. Wait a minute. You said, you said he didn't know how to act. I mean, what kind of woman is getting a man's name under her eye? I've been a fool, but a fool with his hair under my eye. They divorced that. I don't think they divorced that. But NBA YoungBoy did a live with Offset, and Offset kind of like talked some sense in his talk him down, help him cool down a little bit and stuff. And so NBA YoungBoy did calm down and he apologized to Carlissa and to Blueface, but he did not apologize to Future. So whatever is going on with that, y'all, we gonna have to get up in their business and find out what's going on too. I don't know what's up with that because I don't be knowing these people until they be having some drama that's like the soap operas that then I need to watch it. Okay, so I'm about to find out what is the issue with NBA YoungBoy. If y'all know, let me know in the chat. But I don't know what the issue is. But NBA YoungBoy said he ain't apologizing to Future. Okay, so Carlissa, like I said, she ran her mouth over there. So she was over there giving them this long ass lecture while she was over there about how, oh, you can't name the baby. You should reserve that for your wife, Jonathan. You are supposed to name your son of your wife after you. You're not supposed to just give that to anybody. So if y'all are gonna get married, or if you're gonna get married by the time you have the second child, then it'll be okay to name the child after you. But I don't think if you're gonna make someone share Javon's middle name, because she wanted to make sure it was known now. That I don't know if Nevaeh already knew that Javon's middle name was Jamal, because I think Blueface's name is Jonathan Jamal Porter, right? And so Javon's middle name is Jamal. So she was like, if you're gonna make someone share Javon's middle name, then it needs to be your wife. They need to be your wife. And you need to have at least 2 DNA tests so that you can confirm that this is your child. This is what she was telling him over the weekend while she was at their house in front of Nevaeh's face. So everybody who came over here telling me about how Nevaeh was talking to Carlissa, guess what? I don't give a damn, because Carlissa is so inappropriate. She brought up all the other girls, talked all of this shit, was shading this girl, trying to set this girl up for a crime, all in one weekend. All in one damn weekend. You said, I'm like, love, you said, Blue just tried to hurt Jada. He is, right? He is. I agree with that. I agree. You said, what is this based on? I swear these people are Martians. Girl, this is what Carlissa was over there talking about, child. So she was over there trying to convince them not to name the baby Jonathan after Blueface. So right after she did that, we see Carlissa sitting her ass over at the restaurant, and she is asking her chat, is it true, you guys? Is it true that I am going to have a grandbaby that is going to be named after me? I'm going to have a little Carlissa. And y'all, she was grinning from ear to ear. And then she was like, I might have to change my mind about the little smart mouth girl. And because she is smart. She is smart. Carlissa is a beautiful name, y'all. Is it going to be the whole name, my whole name? Or is it going to be just Carlissa for the first name? You said, I know some ghetto people from a distance. I know nothing of this. You said, I can't watch him and the bed too long. Them kissing noises irritate me. Listen, y'all, this is the show we hate to watch, right? We love to watch, right? I told you it is a thin line between love and hate. This shit is a mess, right? So this has all the makings of the good soap operas, girl. All of them, right? So, except it's just reality. And that's the sad part. These people is really like living this shit, right? So, So she is just so elated and so happy and talking about what she's going to do with her three granddaughters, one of which she does not see at all because I don't know what is going on with that situation with Dre and his baby mama. So she's not really even seeing that little baby too much right now. She's hoping, I guess, that she's going to be able to see that baby at some point, but either she's not seeing that baby or it's some reason they not letting her film that baby. Hey, purple, blue, blue. So that is one thing. And then so she is talking about all of these plans and how she's going to have Journey and she's going to have the other Dre's daughter, and then the new grandbaby that's going to be named Carlissa. You know, that's going to be like her power team. They're going to be better than the Kardashians. How this woman wants to be the Kardashians so goddamn bad. So I wish that Kris Jenner just give her an honorary birth certificate. She wanted to be the Kardashian so damn bad. So she is all talking about all these plans she gonna have with these three girls and everything. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, where is the lecture about this? Where is the lecture about the child not being named after you because that's not his wife? Because shouldn't that be the same? Like, why would it be okay why is it not okay for Nevaeh to name her child after the daddy because they're not married? But it's okay for Rilla to name her baby Carlissa. You said yes, but Carlissa funny as hell. But sometimes she is funny, y'all. She is funny because a lot of times, sometimes she do make sense, and sometimes she knows she don't make no damn sense at all, right? She that, and it pisses me off because she is justifying this boy's action. She knows he is dead wrong. She knows she is embarrassed. I feel like she is low key embarrassed by the way he conducted himself, but she tried to act like she not. And she acts like she's not because that's the way she solidifies herself and continues to make money. You said she really can put on the show. She can, Mom Life Love. That's why I said that's my good girlfriend in my head. I just be wanting to strangle her ass a lot of the damn time. You know? I just be wanting to strangle her. But I don't know. Carlissa is a trip, y'all. When she was sitting up there saying that, I said, didn't she just sit over there with them kids and tell those kids that they could not name that baby because they not married? But now all of a sudden it's okay for Rilla to name her baby Carlissa. You said these are parents who defend their kids no matter what. Yeah, it is. That's my problem with her. That is my problem with her. Like, this boy is potentially taking himself into some dangerous territory where he might be charged with some high crimes and misdemeanors for the way that he is conducting himself on the internet and filming every goddamn day. As his parent and somebody with a voice of reason, you may not be able to stop him, but you at least need to be saying it to him. And by God, it ain't no way I would be on this internet with this foolishness, y'all. I told y'all, I would be doing like Michael Jackson used to do that little baby and put a blanket over his head when he take him out in the public. Y'all, if my son or my kids or whatever was acting like this in front of the entire world, I would do that because I would be embarrassed. I would be so embarrassed that this was happening. You said, yes, she will make excuses for Blue. Yes, all the time, every time. All the time, every time. And so that's what was going on. So, like I said, I think that Carlissa knows she don't have no content right now because Jaden is not going to film with her. That's the majority of her content. Jaden was supposed to do another dating show on that network. She ain't. We ain't heard nothing more about it in these last couple of weeks. We haven't heard nothing. We haven't even seen the kids over at Carlissa's house. Okay? Now, Callie had the kids. And Mom Life Love, I wanted to go back to that because in the last live that we did, you mentioned that about the kids being with Callie. And I wanted to say, remember when we did the live where we talked about this stuff between Carlissa and Callie? And we talked about the dynamics between those two. And then it was also mentioned that we listened to a clip of Callie saying that if she had to choose between Jaden and Krishan, she would choose Krishan. And she talked about Jaden being a mean girl. And we saw on the SZA episode where Callie was just like, I don't like Jaden. I don't like Jaden. I don't like Blue. I don't like Dre. I don't like you, Carlissa. Like, she was like, I love y'all, but I don't like none of y'all. And I don't want to be around y'all. Well, I think that the main reason of her issues with Jaden got to do with Blueface and what Jaden allows Blueface to do to her. Because every now and then you gonna find a sister like that, y'all. I'm a sister like that. I am a sister like that. I am not okay with my brothers, with my cousins, just like my brothers, doing none of that shit to nobody. I am not going to be okay with that. I am not the one for them to be sitting around making no alibis, doing none of that shit. If you are doing, you better make sure that whoever you bring around me, that's the person that you at least planning to be with for the rest of your life. Now, if you make a different choice, things do happen. I understand that. But don't keep bringing no random ass people around me. I'm not one of those people, right? And so I think that Callie sometimes, as Blueface's sister, might feel like that some of her interactions with some people and some of her ability to network and get out there and do what she need to do have been impeded upon because of her brother's activity. And she doesn't like that. And she probably looks at, especially because Jaden grew up with them, right? So she probably looks at Jaden like a sister, aside from the fact that she has her niece and nephew. And she probably doesn't like how she is seeing Jaden put up with the shit that Blueface does. And she probably, according to, because when Callie said Jaden is a mean girl, she's referencing how Jaden is treating other people. And Callie doesn't agree. It seems like, according to what she stated in multiple interviews and at times when she's been featured on different things, she does not agree with the way that Jaden responds to the women, but then continuously goes back to Blueface. And last night, y'all, when Jaden and Nevaeh was going live stream for live stream, that did come up. And that is one thing I got to say that Nevaeh was right about. When she said you do all that shit talking about a nigga that you gonna continue to bounce up and down on his, his private parts. And she is right about that. You come on, look, y'all, last night, oh my God, y'all, Jaden was turned Blueface up last night, y'all. Wait a minute, what you say? You said hopefully Jaden is hanging it up and going to work at the post office. Shut up. And look, Just B, you was right. I wanted to tell you this. You probably right that she could go work at the post office, because when they went to the door of that nightclub in Las Vegas trying to get in and they was having trouble getting in, Carlissa tried to make a joke, but see, Carlissa don't be paying attention to everything. So sometimes the joke be on her. So Carlissa tried to say, oh, she should, he couldn't get them in, and she laughing about it. And she was like, Jaden should have just went to the door and said, I'm Blueface. I'm Jaden. I'm Blueface's baby mama. And that would have got them in. Why Jaden did do that, y'all? Jaden did say that at the door, and they asked her, they said to her, we don't know who that is. Them people at that door, at that Las Vegas club, told her they do not know who no Blueface is. And Carlissa's sitting up there trying to make a joke. Unbeknownst to her, Jaden had said that to them people at that door. And they still denied them access and entry to that club. So, listen, wait a minute. What you say? You said, yes, I mentioned that. I agree. Jaden acts different when she is around Blue. Carlissa said that. Nevaeh was right. It was a hot mess last night. You said, I be telling you do, Just be, you do. You was right. You right. She could have take her ass over to McDonald's, Wendy's, the post office, the local strip club. She could have went and volunteered at the shelter. Whatever it is that else she could do, and they probably would not know who she is, because some people at that door deny her access. Even when she said she was Blueface baby mama, they told her, we don't know that nigga either. We don't know him either. And Carlissa sitting up there trying to make a joke of Jaden, and here you making a joke of yourself because they did not know who your son was, ma'am. They did not know him. Them people at that Las Vegas club said who? Now, listen, I ain't going to say that maybe, if they see him in person, maybe they will recognize him or whatever. But when she dropped the name, them people told her, we don't know that man. Sorry to that man. They did it Keke Palmer. They said, we don't know that man. Sorry to that man. And they did them. They was at that door waiting, and Kyle Bands was on their phone trying to call the club manager trying to get in. You said she could probably make good money doing bottle service somewhere. That too. Just be anything. She could probably do anything other than rapping. Right? She probably could get on OnlyFans according to what we seen on them sex tapes. She should just do a Daphne Joy and get onto OnlyFans because, hey, she got the skills to pay the bills. That's what they said. Now, I only saw a little bit of piece of that first one, but these people out here said Jada and Alexis got the skills to pay the bills, and so she could just get onto OnlyFans and do like Daphne Joy. She can charge $9.99 one tier, $19.99 the next tier, $29.99. She probably could go all the way up to $1,000. I know one content creator out here who had $1,000 tier to see some exclusive videos, child, or something like that. So I don't know how far and how high the subscriptions go, but Jaden probably could get away with it. You said, Mother, she will make hella money. She sucked the soul out of Bravo. Listen, and she probably should see if she could get Bravo to make an appearance on the OnlyFans account. I'm sure that, she needs to do like a weekly special where she bring in, a different celebrity or connected to celebrity appearance every week. She probably could bring Bravo, bring Wag, Bodine. She could just make a name of it because last night Jaden told us that Wag and Bodine knew about what she had done with Bravo. So she said the nerve of them to get up here on this internet and try to act like they didn't already know what took place between her and Bravo. Jada said that Wack and Bodine both already knew. Hold on really quick, you guys. Hold on. All right, you guys. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to take a step away because y'all, I had to a maintenance issue late last night. So I had to deal with that and I had to sign off on them that they came out. Okay, so y'all, so she said last night. So let me see. Let me catch up on y'all things. She said she could probably make good money. Okay. She will. Okay, yeah. So right there. Knowing Blueface and finding him relevant among big stars and big spenders is different. And she's not particularly attractive. Okay, now listen, Just V. Y'all are harsh. Now, I ain't saying that she is the best singer, but she looks okay. Just like I think when Nevaeh get herself together, she is pretty. I seen pictures of Nevaeh. She looks cute. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's this pregnancy. I don't know if it's just blue face and the depression or whatever, but I don't know. But they seem to look. I don't know. I think Jaden did a whole lot of stuff to alter herself that probably made herself look a little bit distorted like Michael Jackson. But Jaden was a cute girl, I think, to begin with. I think she just did some things that just messed herself up. You said it's a hot mess. I doubt Blueface himself can get into the higher level club in Vegas. You said I agree. Jayden did too much. Yeah, she did too much. I don't know what it was she was trying to accomplish or what she was trying to do, but it ended up being distorted. And so I think that she's a cute girl and she has a potential like to get herself together and be cute. And I think you said Jayden is cute in the face, but men tend to like it the other way around. She's not stunning beauty, not now at least. Her legs don't match the BBL. Y'all is terrible. Yeah, listen. Well, I don't know. Listen. It's people got all kinds of fetishes, y'all. These people on OnlyFans, they pay money for all kinds of stuff I done heard. So I'm sure that there is some audience that she is marketable to. And some of them people, they don't care about none of that, y'all. Jayden probably got some skills. And that's what they said, the people who saw. You said that our mom said it. I was trying to be nice. Listen, y'all, I don't know, but it's something she could do. It is something that she could do. But she told us last night that Wack and Bodine both knew about what happened with her and Bravo. She said it already. And she said, how dare they get on this internet and pretend like this is the first time they heard anything about this, or this is the first they knew that that Bravo laid the pipe down. She said, how dare them pretend like they don't know. And so then, y'all, another thing Jayden told us last night, y'all, listen, I had already knew this though, y'all. I knew it, but we just didn't have no proof, but I knew it. She said that Blueface got his ass towed up in that jail, and he called up that home house over there crying. They shitted on his face. She said that they shitted on that boy's face. I don't know if she mean literally or what, but in jail they be doing stuff like that to people. So I took it like she meant that they literally shitted on that boy's face. Tiz, you said NBA YoungBoy is mad at Future because he did a feature for his album, and when Future dropped his album, NBA YoungBoy wasn't on it, but Future didn't have nobody feature on his album. Okay, yeah. See, I didn't know nothing about what was going on. You, Mom Life Love, you said yes because Wack did an interview talking about her and Bravo. Just V, you said, I wonder how women who get these bad BBLs don't go crazy. I can't imagine spending money to look crazy. Exactly, Just V. That's crazy. That is crazy. You said Jayden spilled it all. Yes, she did. She spilled it all last night. She said that she talked about Blueface being on them drugs. Now, listen, it was awfully crazy how when Krishan came out here talking about him being on them drugs, we got a 3-hour live from Carlissa. Where is Carlissa now? And that's why Mom Life Love, I think you is right. Carlissa, I don't know if Carlissa is fed up with the circus or Carlissa is scared to say anything because Jayden probably got dirt on her ass too. Now, the mama swears she be coming out here talking about she got dirt on every goddamn body. But let me tell you something. If it's somebody who got some shit on Carlissa, I'm going to tell you it's Jayden. Jayden is up in that house enough that she got enough shit about Carlissa that if Carlissa bring her ass out here and try to start Breaking Bad too bad, that Jayden gonna open that mouth and Carlissa is going to become the content. She's going to have her own circus. She's not going to need to be involved in Blueface Circus no more because she's going to have her own circus going on over there that she's going to need to deal with. And so I think that's why she treads lightly when it comes to Jayden, because she is worried that Jayden is going to put out some of her business. Carlissa is okay with putting out everybody's goddamn business. She'll put out some of her business, but it might be some things that's happening and going on around there that she don't want people to know. And so we don't hear the mama on no 3-hour live right now going off on what Jayden then said about her baby boy Blue. Little baby boy Blue. We ain't heard her doing that. You said, let me see. You said, now who does YoungBoy think he is? Like Future ain't Future. And then you said Carlissa could not say anything and also put in an ad for the post office. Exactly. Yeah. Carlissa could put in an ad in for the post office too, y'all, because let me tell you something. Blueface Daddy is driving for Amazon. Blueface said, hey, Peppo. Blueface Daddy is driving for Amazon, y'all. Blueface Daddy is realistic. That's why I said I don't excuse Blueface Daddy for none of. I'm making him equally responsible for Blue and how Blue turned out. However, there are some things that Blueface Daddy do not do up here and act up out here on the internet like Carlissa do. He don't do all of that shit. And so that is why we don't, come down on him as much or as bad, because he's not out here in the forefront doing all and being all extra for the internet. But Carlissa is being extra. And let me tell you, Blueface Daddy, Ashley and Blueface, when they came back from Catalina Island, they ran into Daddy driving that Amazon truck, y'all. He was working. And the people was trying to criticize him. And he was like, what I'm supposed to do, just sit around here and like think my son's supposed to take care of me? And I'm like, yeah, like, why people always got to be so judgmental of people. But then Carlissa, you want to know what, y'all? Let me give Carlissa her props, y'all. I think that Carlissa was driving Uber before. Now, I don't know if this has been since Blueface has been famous, but I would imagine so. But she did drive Uber. She did drive Uber. I know, Pep, I said that by accident, but it is cute. I said it, I didn't say, girl, because I'm used to saying to my grandson, Papito, right? Like, I'll call my grandson that sometimes. So when both of my grandsons, I'll call that. So I kind of mixed it all in together. You said, glad you like it, El Papito. Yeah, I said that, but that's catchy. I like it. That's what we doing from now on. That's what we doing, okay? So, but yeah, y'all. So Daddy, Ashley, and Blueface ran into, when they came back from Catalina Island, ran into Daddy while he was working and making deliveries off of their Amazon truck. But I think that Carlissa did work Uber before, so y'all, you said no relation to El Chapo. Yeah, we don't want to get it mixed up, because we don't want Trump sending nobody to come pick you up in the middle of the night, child, and taking you over to the MCC or MDC or wherever the hell in New York. We don't need you to be over in that prison with Maduro and none of them other famous people that been over there. That seemed like all the famous people go through that prison over there in New York, child. We don't need Trump coming to pick you up in the middle of the night. Oh my God. Just imagine the headline. You said I started calling you that back when you was telling some story about moving work. I think it was during you and Angie's 101, allegedly. Just me. But listen, yes, y'all. So it's been a whole lot going on with the circus. They said that they think the reason why Blueface said that now he's settling down with the bed, he's not going to cheat anymore, and that he's going to be a faithful man, he's a good man, Savannah, is because they said Ashley told him, no, sir. This ain't going to happen. This is not what's up. I don't want this kind of relationship. So if you can't kind of make some type of monogamous relationship, now how Ashley thought she was about to get this monogamous relationship after Kai Banson came out and said that she was one of the ones that he knocked down before this whole collaboration with Jade and Alexis and stuff and all. I don't know. But maybe she thought she should get a pass because of all of the stuff that Blueface had going on. But apparently they said that Blueface tried to pitch the idea of a relationship with her. Ashley declined and said, no, not me. I'm out. Peace out to the circus. Y'all live a good life. God bless you in your ministries. And she went on about her way. And so they said that is why now Blueface then decided to say, okay, he's going to use Nevaeh to get at Jade and Alexis. But what do y'all think? Do y'all really think that Blueface will ever take Jade and Alexis back after what she did with Bravo? Like, he can do that, but he is not okay with somebody else doing that. You said Blue. Let me see. He will do that, but I don't think he's okay. I don't think he can get over her doing that. I really don't. And save face publicly. Like, I think that's why, because you keep hearing him when he's love bombing and talking to Nevaeh. He keeps saying, that's why I chose you, because you are more kind and you're more this and you're more that. And Nevaeh, he looks at the type of men, some of them that on you said Blue will get bored with Nevaeh. Yeah, absolutely. He always does. That's why he always getting up from the table when they sitting there eating. Or look at how he went off and walked off when they was at Universal Studios yesterday. He left her at the table with Superior, walked off, left the park, and then came back. So I mean, I think he does get bored easily though, but I think he gets bored with any of them if you really real about it. Maybe once Nevaeh had the baby and she could do like a little bit more when they are on outings and stuff, maybe he'll be like a little bit more, his attention will be kept like a little bit more. But right now, I don't know. I don't know. You said, is Nevaeh's son named Superior? Yes, his name is Superior. And the new baby's name was supposed to be Solar, but they decided now to name the baby Jonathan after him. And so that's when they got that talk from Carlissa, y'all. So on SZA, y'all know I subscribed to that goddamn SZA because I wanted to watch that episode with Callie on there. That was the main reason. And I wanted to watch Pop Pop tell Pink Face off too, right? So Pat, you was in there live when we was watching Pop Pop tell Pink Face off. So we watched that one. In this current episode, though, it was just Carlissa being at Blueface's over the weekend. And I had already seen some of that on the stream. What she showed on the episode wasn't nothing really, really worth showing. And she was supposed to like be showing the baby's room, but I don't think she went that far to do that. And apparently, I guess she's upset a little bit because they finally didn't actually really told her that I think Carlissa was trying to pitch to see if she could get the birth of the baby on her network, on her SZA network. And they probably told her no, like they either going to do it on their own stream, or I don't know if they have some intentions on putting it somewhere else. And so then not only did they probably let her down and let her know, no, you will not be putting this on your network. I think they finally let her know, like, and you won't be nowhere near the delivery room. And initially, when she went to those first few visits with Nevaeh, she thought that she was going to be able to be in the delivery room. But now she's being told that she's not. And so, but now that she knows that she might be having this little girl grandbaby by Rayla that's going to be named after her, she's so ecstatic about that. And she's like, and I don't even care. They think they are hurting my feelings by telling me that I am not going to be able to be in the delivery room. That is not hurting my feelings. And all this stuff. Little child, before you know it, Carlissa probably going to have her ass over there, have Rayla up on that SZA network, and then had that baby being born over there. How much you want to bet? And if Rilla bite the apple, if Rilla would bite the apple, Carlissa is taking it. She taking whatever scrap she can get. You said yesterday he said he still loved Jaden. Yes. And that is really to be understood. I mean, look at how long he has been with her. You said he also said Nevaeh needs to get used to him talking about Jaden. And then you said you are so right. Yeah, because they cut the stream last night. And I think they cut the stream because he saw that Nevaeh was getting very angry. And Nevaeh was on a verge of saying some stuff that possibly he was not going to be able to bring the thing back from. Because Blueface and Pillow talked with all of them. That's the problem. Blueface and Pillow talked with all of them. He didn't pillow talk and told Nevaeh Jaden business, Krishan business. He didn't pillow talk and told Jaden everybody business. He didn't pillow talk with Krishan and told her shit. He done told everybody everything. And so I think last night when he cut that stream, he knew that Nevaeh was on the verge of saying something that he wasn't going to be able to return back from. And that's where that happened. But wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold on. Because y'all need to tell me if you heard this. Mom Life Love, because you was listening. So tell us if you heard this part. So the people said that Jaden last night, after Nevaeh started popping her shit, that Jaden was like, oh, I'm gonna fuck your man. Basically saying like that she's gonna go back and I guess have Blueface again, right? Because Jaden seems to think that's a flex, and it's not. That's not no flex. Like that's the part. That's the thing. I think it agitates people. It's like, girl, just get away from this. Get away from this and go do something totally different. Find somebody else. Like this is not good for nobody. But she thinks that it is a flex for her to say that. And so when the people listen, when I heard them people say that, immediately in my mind I said, oh, what is Kai Bands gonna think? What is Kai Bands going to think? Because Jaden is all over this internet trying to act all giddy and talking about, oh, how good her man, my man, when she talking about Kai Bands. But then you got so mad, they say, and this is why the people say she acting like New York from Flavor of Love, y'all. Because she done told Blueface, you keep bringing me back season after season. Why would you keep bringing me back if you're just going to do the same thing? Right? And so I was thinking like, oh my God. No, she did not say that. What is Kai Bands going to say? Because if I was Kai, I would be like, bitch, deuces. Like, how you going to say I'm your man? I'm laying the wood down good, right? And you just was with me and you can't wait to get back to me. But then you going in the back and forth with these people and the first thing come out your mouth is I'm going to fuck your man like this to make Nevaeh angry. We ain't got that kind of contract. We don't have that kind of contract. I don't know if this is a real love thing between Kai Bands and Jaden or if this is a contract. But whether it's a real love thing, that's a no. And if it's a contract, that's a no. I am out after you do that shit. Straight up. What do y'all think about that? Did y'all hear that? You said you heard it, Mom Like Love. Jaden was very stupid for saying that. I was like, did she really say that? I was exactly. That is embarrassing. That is, you don't say that, girl. I was like, you listen, y'all know that I have been cheering for Jaden to bleed him. But it was some things I wanted to have to have a little bit of class and decorum about how she went about it, right? I don't know if I necessarily agree. I know that he released the sex tape. I know he done said that she got into that accident with them kids and she fled the scene of the accident. I know he done told all of that. But it was certain things I wanted Jaden to just reserve to say, you want to know what? I'm done. I moved on. Like, you're just mad. You're angry. And just move on. Like, that's kind of like what I really wanted for her. So I don't know if I agree with all of the juicy details that she is giving us, but it makes good for the hip hopper, y'all. This makes good for the hip hopper. But I don't know, like, in real life, if that's the path I wanted her to take. But y'all, when she went New York on them, I was like, I'm done. I am done. She going back. I was like, she is going back. She's definitely going back. That's exactly how she sound like New York. Crying like that. That you ain't get kicked off once, but twice off the season. That's exactly how she sounded, y'all. I don't know. Listen, I had to come and gossip with y'all about that for a little bit, because I just thought it was so wild, and I needed to get that off my chest so that we would have that part off of the circus, because we don't know which turn the circus is going to take for the rest of the week, child, let alone the next hour. The next hour, we might have events for the circus that we could talk about for days. Who knows, right? But this circus is a 24-hour shop, y'all. 24-hour, 7-day-a-week shop. We cannot get no rest. Now, y'all, we gotta come and we gotta talk about my girl Cardi B and this boy Christopher Griffin, who is involved in this lawsuit with Stephon Diggs. Is we did read some of the documents over the weekend, but there have been stuff transpiring all over the social media. Cardi B is back defending Stephon Diggs, y'all. I don't know what this is about. This I don't think this means that they back together, but Cardi B has a habit of doing this. Just like even when she left Offset, she was still doing stuff to be PR. Like, she thinks she is a publicist for these niggas, y'all. Cardi B thinks she is a publicist for these niggas. And I want to be like, girl, just go sit down and have fun and live your life. Be outside. Be outside for real. Like, what is going on? And so she is over there on the daggone social media, all up underneath academic comments, going back and forth with the people about that goddamn Stephon Diggs. That is what she is doing. Defending that nigga. And this is all of this stuff that she is defending him about, y'all. This is what I gotta say. All of this stuff that she's defending him about is stuff that was transpiring prior to her being involved in a relationship with him. Because Chef Mila and this boy Christopher Griffin, they both had interaction, business connection. Mila had a sexual relationship with the nigga before. But Christopher Griffin, we don't know if he had a sexual relationship. They allegedly, he just claiming that Stephon Diggs tried to sexually assault him. He ain't admitting to that they had something going on. But all of them pictures that they got together and the way that he got Stephon Diggs dressed, because he's a stylist, y'all. And he was styling Stephon Diggs. And what I didn't know, I did not know, that boy is from here, from Baltimore. But he was styling Javonte Davis too, right? And so I didn't know that. And so the way he is posed up in them pictures with Stephon, boy, they look like they had just had a good old night of poppers and bathhouses, okay? Some of them photos with Stephon and Christopher Griffin up in there look like they done just had a good night of poppers and bathhouses. What y'all say? You said, Tish, you said she's loyal to me. That never defends her. And they always make her look dumb. Pep, you said she will always feel her intervention is necessary. She has the baby. And you said Stephon has a lot of sugar in his tank. Pep, you said she fights to keep that money in her left pocket. Tears. They was in a relationship. Christopher Griffin and him, yeah, that's how it looked. It looked like that they enjoy many nights of poppers and bathhouses together with orgies involved. That's what it looked like. You said, Tears, you said they was in, you said, Just Be, you said Joe Button said that Stephon is the way worse than Austin. Yes, I'm telling you, when he was playing for the Vikings, when we read that paperwork the other day, I had forgot all about that. But when he was playing with the Vikings, the people did say that. They was like, who is the person that you would vote to least likely want to date your sister? And everybody on the goddamn team said Stephon Diggs. It is something about that fool that didn't nobody want him nowhere near none of their sisters, none of the women in their family. Hey, grown little boy. You said, Pat, you said, did that guy finish suing Stephon? Okay, so Stephon sued. So I've read the on this channel, I have a live where I read some of the court documents, the initial complaint that Stephon filed against Christopher Griffin, right? So Stephon filed the initial defamation suit. Now, Christopher filed something against the brother because supposedly the assault, not the sexual assault, but the physical assault was Stephon's brother who physically assaulted him, right? And so sometime at the end of last week, it was a settlement between that. And so Stephon had been jumping out on social media demanding that, the settlement wasn't with my brother, it was with the apartment. Like, I guess Stephon is trying to say that TMZ was reporting the incident incorrectly, and that and that the settlement that Christopher received was the apartment from the apartment. And I guess because it's an allegation that the apartment was not supposed, it's monitored, it's security, and then they were not supposed to let him in there in the building. And so according to TMZ, the settlement was between Stephon Diggs' brother and Christopher Griffith. But Stephon jumped out there like, no. Once again, TMZ got this wrong, that it was the apartment that settled with him or something. I don't know. So we still like in the gray about that. So let me see. You said Christopher is the guy that did the Tasha K interview. Yes, Pat. Yes, that one. Tiz, you said, why did Stephon buy him a watch? He just his stylist. Yeah, right. LOL. Listen, Tiz, they saying he stole all that shit. Stephon's staff, and Cardi are trying to say that Christopher was stealing shit. That's what they saying. Now, I ain't saying that that's the truth. Like I said, years from now, I don't want to see none of these staff members trying to come out when Stephon Diggs got a whole RICO case, and now they want to spill all the beans, and they start crying and like, we not understand because we were so afraid. We saved for fear for our life. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that 10 years from now, because the staff, all of these people around him are begging him. They are saying that Christopher Griffith tried to walk out of their house with a suitcase with a whole bunch of goddamn Stephon property he was trying to steal. Wait a minute. Let me read what y'all saying. You said Stephon still has trial, and it will all be aired out, and Cardi gonna look crazy defending him. You said Waymo says that Stephon is, wait a minute, hold on, Just V. I can't read. Oh, why do you take out your message? Oh, and it will all be aired out. Listen, I don't want to hear none of that, kids. I don't want to hear none of that. Okay, I'll wait for you to type it back. I don't want to hear none of that sobbing and crying and, oh, we tried to tell him to stop, but we couldn't control him in the drugs and the alcohol, and oh my goodness, he couldn't read, and oh my gosh, we tried to give him some shots to control his libido, and that didn't work. And I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit from the staff members down the line, okay? None of those staff that we see get up on this stage. The hair braider, the house manager, none of them. I don't want to see none of them on there. Lindsay, they done told us that Lindsay is Christopher Griffith told us in that paperwork that Lindsay is an illegal immigrant. And listen, they better hope the Trump administration ain't on his way over there to get her, because y'all know that Cardi B is another one of Trump's public enemy number ones. Shoot, Trump might be on his way over there to go get, or he might let Lindsay stay there because he might feel like she agitating Cardi. Her presence is agitating Cardi or something. I don't know. But yeah, we found out through Christopher Griffin paper filings that Lindsay is an illegal immigrant. She said, you said Wayno said that Stephon is the final boss of freakiness. Listen, yes, that's what they said. You said, where is Lindsay from? Let me look. I don't know where she is from, but Christopher Griffin said she's an illegal immigrant and that she has aided in his paperwork, in his filings, and in his he said that she has aided him with all of this P. Diddy style freak offs, the freak house. That's what he said in his paperwork. And so they are saying, Tiz, that I guess maybe the way he supposedly got this watch was that he stole. He was stealing all of this stuff out of the house. And so the day of the quote unquote alleged sexual assault is the day that they caught him trying to steal this stuff up out of the house. I don't know. I can't remember if the documents said like $50,000 worth or $500,000 worth of merchandise or whatever, but he was trying to steal all of this stuff. And so that's what it said. But when you see all of those pictures of them posted up together, baby, that looked like a night at bathhouses and poppers on steroids. Okay? That's exactly what those pictures look like. And I don't know why Stephon Diggs let that boy dress him like that. I don't. I don't know why Stephon Diggs let that boy dress him looking like that. Because he set you up then. If that's not what's really going on, the way he got you dressed and posed up in them pictures with you, he set you up for this. I am sorry. Like, you got it looking crazy as hell. Okay? But Cardi is over there, y'all, up underneath academics and all of the social media people's comments and arguing with the common people about this shit. She is arguing with the common people about this shit. And I'm like, Cardi, just stop. Just sit your ass down. This nigga had all of this crazy ass shit going on before you even got involved with him. Just sit down and let this shit play out and go find you a new nigga. Go hop up on Maduka or whatever. They done said he had some domestic violence shit too, but shit, at least he a new nigga and just hop up on him and then just go on back home and mind your just get away from this. I want her to get away from this. Oh, I want her to go back outside for real so bad and mean it this time. I do not want her to be fucked up with none of these people. But she keep on trying to go defend this crazy ass bullshit, y'all. She continued to do it. And Christopher Griffin told her, Cardi, I don't mean no harm, but you need to go. I love you now. I don't have no beef with you. I don't have no issue with you. But this is stuff that was happening before you was around. You need to go on and sit down now. You need to go on and sit down. That's what Christopher Griffin... See, it take you a good old fairy to tell you right. Mila thought that she, had the wit to go back and forth with Cardi. And she was trying to get something started with Cardi. But the real person that's agitating Cardi is Christopher Griffin. And they will take a good old fairy boy to bring it out and tell you, go sit your ass down now. Go sit your ass down. We didn't ask you your opinion. We respect you. We know you don't got nothing to do with this. We know you didn't know nothing about this. We know you was hoodwinked by the nigga too. But what you not about to do is about to tell me what was going on with me and my man when he was my man before he was your man. That's what you not about to do. Just because you said she can't. She had a baby for him while married. Their tie is strong. Okay, whatever. Or it's a one-side cord. It's a one-side cord. Because ain't nothing about Stephon's side of the cord strong. Maybe Cardi's is. And that is her thing with all of these, with Offset too. Like the same thing. But their cord ain't strong on that side. That shit popped. That shit been popped. You said because no woman wants to find out she was really with a gay or bi man. Well, listen. Some women don't care. You see Young Miami taking it on the chin. Young Miami is trying to figure out how to get up in that jail with her man. Okay? I mean, let's talk about it. Some women don't care. You said it ain't reciprocal. It's her emotional time. Yeah, it definitely not. It was not with Offset, and it was not with Christopher Griffin. And honestly, I think Offset. Let me say this, okay? Let me say it. Don't get mad, okay, you ladies. I think Offset is more likely to come around and do right than Stephon Diggs. To be honest. Now, I ain't saying that his percentile is that much higher than Stephon Diggs, but I think that Offset might be a little bit percent, like a point something, like a 0.0001, like more likely to change around and flip his life around than it would have been. I know it was taking a long time. I know Cardi was feeling like I'm going through hell with this nigga. I done tried to give this nigga all many types of chances and all of that other shit. but I think that he would have been more likely to come around and come around faster. I don't think Stephon Diggs has any intentions of ever coming around. I think he takes Cardi for a damn joke. And it could possibly be by the way that she entered into the relationship. I mean, he ain't no faithful man in the first place. He had all of these women even prior to her entering into the situation. But I think that he justified it to her, and he used probably like some. He was probably like manipulative in a way to say, "How can you tell me what to do when you still married?" He knowing that he got involved with her while she's still married, and that she's trying to get a divorce. But I'm pretty sure that after that honeymoon period between the two of them was over, did he use that against her to justify all the bullshit he was doing? Like, my nigga, you got her at a house with a woman who you have had a long-term relationship with, and I'm talking about Chef Miller. He had been involved in a long-term sexual relationship with her. That has been confirmed through text messages. I want to see what this 100 pages that Christopher Griffith has. What does that entail? What are the conversations, right? Is it one-sided? Is it Christopher Griffith being completely obsessive over Stephon Diggs? Is it back and forth communications? What is that? But what we can tell from the text, from the release, not the court release messages, but the release messages after the court hearing between Chef Miller and Stephon Diggs, is that this nigga likes to text. And he talks a lot. We did see that. And so I am not like, I'm interested to see what those 100 pages are going to reveal about the communications between the two of them. You said Stephon is handsome and fine. That's what Cardi liked. Men know how to amp it up to get what they want. Just be. I don't know if I'm gonna say that now. I don't know if I'm gonna say that. Now, I don't know. He ain't my cup. That's not my cup of tea. He's not my cup. Not to me. I see something different for Cardi. Not that. I don't. That's not my cup of tea. That ain't what you said. I think he's handsome, and I like receivers' bodies. The body, but I think the overall for me is what I don't. I thought after Cardi left Offset, it was gonna be something else. I didn't anticipate that. You see, but she wants what she. Yeah, exactly. But this is the thing. Does she? This is the question I think where I'm. Is it that she still wants him, or is she attempting to do the same thing for him that she still continues to do for Offset? Because she is still running interference for Offset too. Like, we seen that she took Tasha K back to court, not just for her, but for Offset and Stephon Diggs. So is it that she still wants them, or is she attempting to run interference for them? Because, like Pat said, these are the fathers of her children. And somehow she feels like if they are dragged all through social media, that this will have some impact on her children later on down the line. So is this why she's running interference? I can see her being of some support in the background if she feels like they really didn't do anything and that they are innocent. But to come out and continuously go across social media doing this, that's where I find the issue. You said he ain't the finest receiver. I mean, Des Bryant is real. But I mean, he's fit and athletic. Stamina matters. Stephon did. I wouldn't. That's not. I couldn't. I don't know. That's off. He's off for me. I can't. But I think that, in my opinion, I think that might be what it is. I hope that's what it is. I hope that she is gotten herself to a point where she realizes that neither one of these men are serious about it being in any kind of committed relationship with anyone. And so um that she's I hope she's reached that road, but maybe she's trying to still be a support because she's worrying about how this will impact her kids. And I think, okay, even if that is the case, Cardi, and even if you feel like he's innocent, doing this is not what you have to do. You don't have to be on social media going back and forth with these people. You said, Tear said, Sam are definitely mad as Lord. And then just be you said your vision is tainted by what you know of him. I don't know. I just don't think that that could be the case. That could be the case. I have a different if I have the time to get to know somebody, I might look at their looks like different. You know what I'm saying? Like if because sometimes like if you have time to get to know somebody like personally or whatever, you might be able to overlook certain things. And so then and maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But if I'm talking about like on first appearance, that on first appearance, Stefan would be a no for me. But it might be that she got some time to get to know him as a person, some other kind of way, and that's how that came about. And I know I have done that too. So in that respect, I could say, but it wouldn't be the physical that would have attracted me though. It would be that there would be something that was good chemistry between the two that led to that. You said when he first showed up with Cardi, I was like, oh, he's handsome. But now I'm like, this guy. See, when he first showed up with her, I was just like, what? I envisioned something different. And so like I said, maybe she got an opportunity to get to know him like in a way where she had this connection and it didn't matter. And like I said, because I know I have done that. Because what somebody might see me be attracted to or who I might be involved with, if I'm going based off of me meeting that person, like, and us just getting to know, it's going to be different than if it's somebody that I got an opportunity to have conversation and talk to them and know them and or feel like I know them and know something intimate about them. And if it's some type of chemistry, then the appearance might not matter that much. But if I'm gonna say like what I'm gonna be attracted to upon first look, it's not gonna be him. You said, what did you envision? She was married to Offset. Okay. Let's talk. Okay, let's be real. So when she married Offset, Cardi B, she was a nice looking girl, but the work that Cardi B has done to herself has made her very beautiful, I think. When we look at her from Love and Hip Hop days, she was okay. She had a nice body, stuff like that, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that. And so at that point in her life, I think her Offset kind of like matched a little bit. I just do. I'm being honest with y'all what I think. I think at that point in her life, Cardi B and Offset kind of matched. And so then she takes off, she blows up, she starts to have these surgeries to perfect things that she didn't like about herself. And now when I look at her, I mean, I think that the way that she's done with her body is like extreme and stuff like that, but it still looks good, on her. But her face, I think she's gotten her face to where she likes it. I think she's gotten other things adjusted the way that she likes it. And so I see a different Cardi now than I did when she got with Offset. So I expected to see something else. I'm just being real. Just be. You said she should have upgraded from Offset. Stefan was a downgrade, in my opinion. To me too, Tiz. You said, and Cardi knows that she's ghetto. Not everyone recognizes how ghetto they are. Yeah, but I still think that even with her being ghetto, like she still could have got someone who was, I mean, it was things about Eve that was ghetto. And look at, she got her a nice white, nice built looking, nice face structured white man. You know, I ain't saying Cardi needed to go get a white man, but I'm saying she had options. She got that song, Options. I got options, right? So she had a lot of options. I don't care if she was ghetto. She still had a lot of options. And I just, the Cardi that I see now, I expected to see a major upgrade, a major jump from Offset. That's just my opinion. I'm at other people thinking, I always say, you said Eve got a, exactly, Tears, right? So I'm just saying, like, there are people who wouldn't look at Eve. Eve had two dog paws on her chest, for God's sake. I mean, she referred to herself as a pit bull in a skirt. But she got this nice billionaire, nicely built, nice face structured white man. And he said, I am with the girls on this sorry call. With who? With what girls? You talking about you with them on what? The Stephon Diggs is nice looking? You said Eve still that girl. Exactly. Tiz. Jasmine, you said Offset was a Southern star at his peak when they got together. And Stephon is an NFL star. They aren't far apart. I'm not saying that Stephon didn't have the portfolio. I'm saying that I don't think aesthetically he was giving Cardi what I think that Offset and Cardi looked like they matched at the time that was going on. And I think that once Cardi had refined herself and did all of the work that she wanted on herself, and then now she leaves Offset, I wanted to see like an Eve upgrade. Now, he didn't have to be white, but I just wanted to see that. You said, Pep, you said two big booties in the bed is a no. Just be and Tia Stephon, not all of that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pat, I said he wasn't. You said Eve still has those paw prints, but she looks amazing these days. Love to see her. I said, that's my girl. I love me some Eve. You said Stephon has more drama than Offset, especially gay allegations. That's too much. Yes, it's too much. I mean, you know, Offset got his stuff with him, but the stuff that Stephon got going on, and Stephon had a bad reputation when he played for the Vikings, is what I'm saying. And so he had already had a bad reputation when she got involved with him. So that's all. I wanted Cardi to do something like that was really going like put the niggas to shame. And Stephon wasn't it. He just wasn't hitting it for me. You said, yeah, I think you're missing it. Cardi doesn't want what you are envisioning. I know. I'm realizing that, Just B. It's really hurting my heart that she's not, but I have to accept it. You said what she goes through is what she's attracted to. You're right. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying what I would have liked to have seen happen. That's it. That's what I would have liked to have seen happen. Because these people want us to watch their lives like they on a soap opera, right? They the glamorous, like I said, Alexis the Carringtons and what's the Ewings and you know the Abbotts and Newmans and all of these great soap opera things that we watch. And so we are looking at this shit play out. And so I wanted to see a little bit of glitz and glamour in her upgrade. And I just did not see that. You said, but it's okay. What we love about Cardi is her realness. Baby number 5 won't surprise me. Yeah, me either. I will not be surprised if about 3-4 months from now, after we done seen her sitting next to Maduka or whatever, and they come talking about she having some baby with him, okay? Or whoever else she's sitting next to next. Who knows? You said baby number 4 caught me off guard, but I'm prepared. Yeah, me too. I am too. Baby number 4, I was like, they can't never just let her be talking about she pregnant, all the. And then when she popped her ass up there over on Gail King and did that, I said, well, I be like my boy Garvin Powell and Andy Griffin. Well, I be. And so this time, no, I will not be shocked at all, baby. I didn't listen. That's why I already marked it down by putting her up in that balcony with Maduka. And I won't be surprised. Cardi B probably had her a ball with that big tall thing. Now, now listen, they did. Tisa be up in everybody damn business, y'all. Tisa stay knowing these people business. You said baby number. Oh, y'all read it already. So they done found some mess. I guess they Maduka that he had some Okoye or whatever soccer player that he had some kind of domestic violence situation or something going on. They didn't found all the details. Child, the girl did not even say we don't even know if she went out on an official date with him. We know that they were in the same places at the same time and that he came to one of her events. But we don't even know if anything was going on at all. Well, they then found out all the business, then put some mess out about some domestic violence situation that he was involved in or whatever. And I'm like, dang, the girl can't do nothing. But I already did marked it, y'all. So if we get another pregnancy and then about another 3 to 4 months, we mark the occasion by those photos. Because that's who we seen her with. Now, who knows? It might be somebody, because Cardi said the next person she with, she's not going to be showing them like that. So maybe Maduka, but maybe he's a decoy or something. We don't know. But y'all, we just gotta wait. Listen, we have been on here for a long time, y'all. And I had a good time with you ladies. Tears, Just B, El Papito, uh, Purple, Mom Life Love. Thank you guys, all of y'all, for coming on here and indulging me in my shenanigans. Grown little boy, I know you ain't want to hear this ladies over here gossiping. But you stopped in and you gave some support. Thank you for stopping in and supporting. I hope you guys have yourselves a great evening. I'm going to be going in. I got a couple of things I need to finish up with work. While I'm doing that, I'll be listening to some other things going on. Tomorrow, I have a very busy day. Friday, I know I have a late day. But it's possible that when I get in Friday, that I might be able to come talk to you guys again. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. If something happens, y'all know I'll try to come to you guys and talk to you really quick about in my morning minutes. But until we meet again, may his peace be with you. Until we meet again. I love you guys. Y'all have a great evening.